everybody. Welcome to the channel. So glad you could stop by today. Today we're going to be painting the start of a cute little painting of a little dog, and I hope you enjoy this. And I want you to give me a thumbs up if you can. I would appreciate that. And if you can, share me out, because that helps to get me people, and it helps when the thumbs up are there too. So without further ado, we're going to be painting this in acrylic. I have my palette set up on over there, and I'm going to sit and hopefully don't get in the way. I'm not exactly sure if you can see the canvas. What I've done is I put an underpainting. I started an underpainting, which I did in raw umber. A lot of the dog here, he's in browns. He's a cute little thing. And I got this off of Pixels, or yeah, I think it was Pixels. And the picture, I just thought of painting a dog for some reason. Didn't want to paint my own dogs. I already painted Sally, so I have to get to know Grumpy a little bit longer, I guess, before I feel good about him and painting him and getting a good picture of him, because he's a frisky little bugger, you know. So, hopefully this will turn out the way we want it. Like I said, the underpainting is going to go on first, which is basically almost the whole thing. And then next week we'll finish it up, putting all the hair in and everything. But I can only spend like till about 3:30. So we'll get us going here about 2 hours. I hope, I hate to spend all that time, but if you're not like a person that wants to see a whole lot of that, then I'm telling you now, but I hope that you stick around. I'd like to see you here stay. And let's get started. I can ramble on and on and on. So the first thing we're going to do, I always like painting the background of the painting. And I am going to get a green shade here. So I have this phthalo green, yellow green. I will put that here. Now put that there. See that? And I have some oxide also that I would like to use as soon as I can find it. Okay. Well, I thought I put it up, and maybe I didn't. I had everything planned out. Well, I have this olive green, which is slightly off green. We might be using some of that. Oh, yes, here it is. And then here's my green, chromium oxide green. So the background is basically a green. I don't understand why they put that green in there, but I think, it kind of helps to offset the dog. We'll see how that works. But this is the picture. All right, so this is what we're going to be doing today, just getting some of that underpainting in. And how I do this, I pasteurize it to get these different shades to see what the underneath colors are, so that when I put the top part on, it kind of helps it with coming through with dimension. So let's get started with our background. And I'm going to use a large brush. I'm going to try using this one here. It's a number 12 flat, I believe. Oh, it's a bright. Okay, it's a bright. But to me, it looks almost like a flat because it's long. So I'm going to wet my brush. And I will, let's see. First, I want to get some colors out there. Let me see who's on. Hopefully people are watching. Okay. Oh, hi, Grayscale. How you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome to my program today. So, as you can see, I've got kind of a weird looking picture here, but I probably can change. Hi, Ed. How are you? Oh, okay. I guess you're going to work about now, right? I know we have that big difference, but I appreciate you listening. That's a good thing. So let me see here. I'm going to start with this color here. Okay, I'm going to need a little bit more than that. Now I'm using an 11 by 14 canvas size, and it is wrapped. And I like to put the underpainting on there because it helps to fill in the holes, especially when it's a cheaper canvas, which this one I got at Michael's. So sometimes those canvases are just a little bit cheap because it came in a 5-pack. All right, I forgot to wet my brush. So let me wet the brush. Get some towels here. Off to the side. Well, I like your new dog, Grayscale. Real cute. Is he a brute? Is he a barker? Does he bark a lot? Like my Grumpy? Well, I took Sally to the doctor's. She was going for her annual checkup, and things did not go so well. I have to see what's going on with her. Her protein is up, and they thought something else was wrong with her, but now I'm a little concerned with that protein. I don't know what's going on. So it could be like kidney disease. She's getting old. So I'm going to be heartbroken if anything happens to her because she's been such a good dog. Such a good dog. Let's see. Okay, I'm not in the way at all, I hope. Hopefully more people come in as I begin to paint. Now this is kind of rough in through here because I've got little jaggy things coming off here. So I'm just going to kind of use the side of my brush for that. And it's kind of interesting because with that underpainting, some of that shows through and it kind of gives it a little pizzazz. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I know when I was when I took some college classes up at CCAC in painting, this was a big deal to put that underpainting in there because it gave it a little bit of warmth. Of course, I used a raw sienna, so that's a little bit less, well, it kind of is toned down some, but it still has that little bit of, well, maybe it was burnt sienna. Sorry about that. I did use burnt sienna. And this is going on nice and smooth because I did wet my brush this time. I've been having some issues with my paint because it's older, just like me. And my kids sure made sure that everybody in the neighborhood would know that I'm older. They got me this sign. I think you can see some of the signs on Facebook. I was just, I was like, oh my goodness. Just a little bit in here. And yeah, they had this huge sign out in the yard. With me. So down here, it kind of, I'm going to kind of go down this way because what's going to happen here is there's a shadow. He's got a little shadow going. I hope my sound is okay. I'm using my snowball, or whatever it is, microphone. Because there for a while. I was getting an echo, but it sounds like it's coming through okay on my side. I don't know how it is on your side. Okay, I'm going to change spots here. I always like to get my sides, especially when they're wrapped like this. Now, I was going to start class again. I was going to go for a certification. Then I got kind of miffed by it. When you're a senior citizen, you can get classes at the community college free. And the catch is that you have to wait a week before the class starts to register. So the one class I wanted was already full. I wanted to get a certification. It was a certification in this one particular thing, and these were art classes actually. And once you know, I decided, well, the class that I want, if that keeps getting filled, I'm never going to get the certification. So I decided, you know what, I'm not even going to bother. There's classes that I can take online if I want to. I'll just do that. And they're pretty good. I just have to make the time for it, because that's another thing, making time. At least I know if I had a class, I'd be making time. But I'd also be having a lot of probably work to do. And sometimes, you just don't feel like doing stuff when you're older. Jeez. I know that's been happening quite a lot lately. So, needless to say, I gave it up. I gave up the dream there. Well, there's like a collar here. His ear comes down. Okay. And he comes here, and his little footsie's here. So he comes like in like a little bit with his footsie around there. So, okay. Okay, so I'm going to rinse my brush out. I'm going to put a little bit of the green. I'm going to try to blend that in there somehow. All right. Wet my brush. Okay, so let's see here now. Under his little tootsie, I'll have to get some more of the other green in here, but just to get this in here, and then follow a little dark path here. Now this is how I always do my animals. I do this posturizing, and it's good if you have Photoshop, because it helps to do this. This is the green oxide. Okay. And this is a real dark in here. So, okay. All right, I'm going to rinse out my brush. And I'm going to try to blend this with some of the other green that I have there. Rinse out my brush. Get some of this. This is a light olive green. It's a different shade of this shade here. It's almost the same. A little darker. And I think that that will go real nice here. And over here. Okay, and pull paint off. Let's just get a little bit of that in here. You won't be able to tell much that it's there, but it just helps. Let's get more of that green. I just start blending it with different shades here. This could be a little darker. Hopefully I'm not in the way. I'm probably in the way. Okay. Liquitex is a different type of paint. It's not as, it's more transparent, so it kind of gives you a different look here. Okay. Get those back in here. All right. I'm going to go back to this green here. Finish this off. And I'm just letting some of that other shade come through, the underpainting. All right, let me wipe that off again. We're going to be using a smaller brush shortly here. And I think I put that one shade of mine away, but it probably would have been a good idea to keep it out. I'm going to just kind of go up here. I'm going to blend that green in. A little bit more here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get some of my Payne's gray, which is sort of like a bluish gray. Or blue, you know, so it's, I like this Payne's gray. It's great when you're doing animals and things. And I'm going to get my a little bit of a flatter brush. Actually, I might use my filbert. This is a number 4 filbert. Let me get some water on this. All right. Mix it with that darker green. And it's going to get right under here. Just kind of blend this in with all the others. And go back into my green here and just get some of that in here. All right. And on the side here, just want to get this nice. I want this to really be covered here because I'm going to probably go back over it again with some more of that green. But I want that to be darker. And that mixture that I made, I'm going to make it again. Darker green. It should be up in here. Some more chromium oxide up in here. There we go. All right. Okay, so let's see here now. Now rinse out my brushes. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to work on his eyes. The thing about, I want to get the eyes, the nose, and the mouth in. It's really important that I can see those eyes looking at me and becoming a real important part of the painting. I'm just going to put my brushes right there. So for that, I am going to get my black paint. Here's my green. Criminities. Every time I'm looking for something, I can't find it. Let me just get that, because then I can do what I wanted to do here. Getting that darker green in right in here. This is a great color, but it's starting to dry out, and I don't know what in the world to do about it. So here, we're just going to get that in there and get some of that in here. Basically like that. And then I'll put some of the other green up in there. Well, the dogs are all barking on the street now, so Sally thinks she needs to bark too to join them. This is the black green. It's Atelier. I don't know if that's how you say it. It's an interactive paint, but I do like that paint. And I know I have my black. Here it is. If we can open it. Okay. There we go. All right. So that black is, I'm sorry, a Galleria. I don't know how you say that. Winsor Newton. It's Mars black. I'll rinse this out. So I'm going to use my teeny weeny brush. It's a very small, whoops. Oh, here we go, dropping things again. My life story. My life story is I drop a lot of things. We're going to get the eyes in with this little brush right here. See that? We're going to start with the eyes, and then I'll get in the nose. But his eyes have like a brownish color, dark brown in them. But I think what I'm going to do, I want to just get the dark in, and then we can put the brown in. Just to give me an idea of his little soul here. Because he's got a cute one. Cute little soul. Okay. He's having a good old time. Oh my. So today I had him outside for a little bit, and our neighbor is watching his daughter's dog. And the dog is a lab. So it's a big dog, but it's only 6 months old. And Grumpy's barking at it. And the poor dog was scared to death. He was trying to hide. I thought that was the funniest thing I ever saw. He cracks me up, this dog. So I'm just trying to see some of the shapes that are here. And just filling these in the best that I can. Okay. Steady hands today, steady hands. And we've got this. Comes around here a bit. Okay. And then he's got this cute little mouth, but I think what I'm going to do is use some of that Payne's Gray for this. This cute little mouth here. Right underneath this spot here. I think I flattened this. It should be more round. So when I come back to that, I'll make that more round. And then there is some darkness right here. I'm just going to tap it in because what's going to happen is that's going to have a lot of paint. Let's get more black here on top of it. This here. So right in here, it should have come down a little bit more rounded. And then this one goes up more like that. Okay, that might help a bit. So let's get that Payne's gray. And he's got like a little mustache in here. That's what it reminds me of, a little mustache. Underneath here it comes down, sort of almost like a little goatee. Okay, so this eye is very dark. So I'm going to go in with some of that Payne's gray around the eye. And then again, this is going to have some darker brown in here. It's going to come around. Oh, hi, Diana. Are you here? Oh, yeah. Hi, Diana. Thank you, Diana. Thank you. Yeah, we got Ed, Smart, and Diana, and Grayscale. And we're painting our little dog. So, let's see now. So there's a lot of dark in there, but a lot of it, just going to get this base. Whoops. Oh, goodness. Look what I just did. Leave it to me. Oh, well, that's all right, because it's going to get covered up anyways. I am such a klutz anymore. It's like insane. Okay, and then right underneath here, we got a line there too. And this brush isn't much of a brush that holds paint. Let me just spray my paint. Okay, the spritzer. That could help some. Just might help because I got the fan on. Got the windows open today. It's a really nice day here today. Not a lot of humidity. We've been having such a lot of humidity. And it's just been horrible. Okay. So his little heart metal here has a gray shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some white out on my palette. I'm going to put it right next to the black. And I'm going to grab some black. There goes Grumpy. Good old Grumpy. Let's see. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Just going to take the paint right off my palette knife and just tap that in also. Yeah, he's a cute little dog. Cute little doggy. Okay, and there's some stuff that's going on in here. Okay, like right in here. It's kind of dark. I think it comes down a little bit. And then we have his little tie there with his little bone. It's like a little bone thing. Right in here is his little collar. And I think I'm just going to put a little bit, I can figure out where. It's right in here. There's a little bit of this gray. And right in here. All right. Now we got a little bit of gray in his ears here at the edges here, down in here. So I'm going to just get that in there. It's almost like a gray brown, but I'm going to make it gray for now. And there's a little bit in here. Right over from his, right in here. Okay. All right, now that's going to drive me crazy, so I might have to get moving on that part. I don't like that. Oh, thank you, Ed. Thank you for sharing me out. Thank you so much. That helps out. Of course, you can see not too many people are in here today. They must be out enjoying the weather because it's been so hot, and today's such a nice day. So let me go into my raw sienna. And I also need to get some dark brown. So let's see, I thought I had some out. I got burnt umber. That's what I need, some burnt umber. So this is a golden shade, the burnt umber. I'm going to put this out on my palette. I'm going to put, these are Deco Art Premium Americana paints. I'm going to put those out on the palette. Now we're starting to get into some of the browns. And I'm also going to put out the raw sienna. Which is almost like a yellow ochre. It reminds me of that. And then I have this terracotta. And that's a Winsor Newton Galleria color. I just want to know how people stay clean when they're painting because I cannot keep my hands clean for anything. Get a cloth here and wipe me off here so that I don't get it all over the doggone painting. Okay, so let me get that brown in his, I'm going to use a different type of brush here. I'm going to use a smaller one. Okay, let's see. This one is a number 8. It's a deco art. It doesn't have, it looks to me like it might be a bright. So I want to get around his eye. And I didn't wet this because this is a little different to me. As you can see, that has to get covered a little bit. This is all this shade. And through here. And it goes around here. Actually, it comes down here also. On this part of his eye. Hopefully he'll start to shape up, because this is sort of like the ugly stage or whatever. And that can be annoying to look at. Okay. See if I can wipe it off with this. So I'm going to get upset if that's stuck. Oh yeah, it'll come off. Okay. I don't want to rub my back thing off there though. My underpainting. All right. Let's see here now. We've got a lot of that coming in his ear. So, but I also have a dark brown. So I'm going to get that. That's that umber that I'm using here. And that's in through here a little bit. So actually, that kind of covers that dark spot up. Now, the thing about the Americana paints, they don't, oh, for goodness sake, I should just put this, I'm sorry. This is crazy what I'm doing here. I should put this down. I just hate putting this down because it kind of gives a shadow. But, so, as you can see, I'm always a klutz. That's never going to change, I guess. And this can actually come down here through here because underneath all this is this shade. Get some of this umber here. So I'm getting some of the rougher texture strokes in there, which also is going to help as far as getting this to the point where, you know, when I go over it again, it will kind of give it a little bit more texture, and that's what we kind of need. You need that texture the way I'm doing it. That's kind of what I usually do with my stuff. Now I'm going to go over this black a little bit with this dark umber stuff shade. All this is dark around his eye. So I'm going to make this all dark around his eye here. And have it come down. And it goes over. Kind of have to almost look at some of the shapes that you're seeing. That helps too when you're looking at those. Yeah, it's really a nice day out there today. Really pretty. I'm going to get his little nose here. See something here that can be fixed. This has to be somewhat bigger here. And so does this. It comes up a little bit more. Okay. Oh, he's looking cute already. Okay. So I'm going to do terracotta for his collar. I'm going to rinse out my brush here. Thank you. I just think dogs are adorable. Well, anyway, I was telling you about, I took my dog to the vet for a yearly checkup and a shot. This is Sally, and she's 12 now, so she's going on 13. She'll be 13 in September. And they seem to have found some issues with some of the stuff. And like I said, she has protein in her urine. It's high. And I don't know. I mean, I looked that up and I didn't like what I saw. So hopefully it's nothing serious, too serious. Okay, this terracotta could be a little darker. So this must be a female dog because we're doing a pink collar. It's pink. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to mix this up with a little bit of the burnt sienna, just to give it a little deeper pink shade here. And it looks like there's some green in here. So I'll put that green in. Sort of looks like this brighter green here. Gotta get that up higher. Okay. And then it's got that hair that comes around here too. It's got a lot of that cute hair. And the thing just kind of disappears into the hair. So I'm just hoping she's going to be okay. That's, I mean, you can't keep them forever, but I certainly don't want to lose her yet. I just am not ready for that. She's been my buddy since my mom passed away, and I know I got grumpy. Mr. Character. But he is a funny dog. He's such a funny dog. He's such a good listener. I mean, he is so well behaved. It's amazing, It's hard painting off the side. Okay, so I'm going to use that terracotta some more. That shade that I just put in there. I'm going to put it up and through here. It's almost like a little flesh tone that he has here. It comes around a little bit. Keep down a little too far there. Okay. And up in through here. I'm going to add a little white to that because it's so transparent. So I'm going to get more white, pull it off to the side, and add that because it's very pale, peachy color shade here. And I'm just mixing that up with my brush. It's a little too light. Maybe what I'll do is put a little touch of this in there. Still might be a little too light. See, this is what I mean. Whenever I put this down, I can't see the shade very well. So let's hope I don't knock it over again. I'm gonna put maybe a little bit of some red in here. Yeah, I have this naphtha crimson. I think I need a little bit of pink in this. There we go. It looks like that'll work. Maybe. We'll see. It might dry a little bit more to a pink shade that I would like to see. That. There he goes. This is darker, but some pink comes out here. Then, of course, we have like pink going on up and through here also. But that way too close was either. Okay, we're going good here now. We're getting there. Okay. Now this is more of a beige shade. So I'm going to go into my raw sienna and put a little white in there. Some white in it. Kind of get his little hairs going this way. You won't be able to see them too well because of the, I'll put a little bit of that pink in that too. Or a little bit of that red. Oops, that's a little bit bright, isn't it? Turn it down some here. There we go. Hopefully I'm not in the way. I hope you can hear me. No other messages, just Nightbot's going up. Hi, handicapped traveler. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. Oh, thank you. Glad you could stop in. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I love dogs. I really do. Yeah, but I can only take care of so many, unfortunately. Just would love to be able to get all the dogs that I could get, dogs and kids and everybody. Doesn't have a home, you know. And I'm going back and forth with the different shades so they kind of blend together a little bit better. And this is, like I said, this is just underneath what's there. So like a butterscotch color. So cute. So under his chin, it's kind of like a Payne's gray with that olive green color. And I'm going to take the Payne's gray, get some white in there, and get that green oxide. Put that in. So he's got, like, right underneath here, just way too much paint. We've got this. Little gray thing going around here. Some of it's coming up here. Some of it's going into his little mouth area, which I'm going to get a little bit stronger here. Okay. And I'm going to add a little bit more of the Payne's gray, make it a little darker, because there are some darker areas in through here. Okay. Rip this one. Come down some more with this. It's like he has a little bit of a, so cute. This little thing that comes over. This goes down. Okay. Okay, so then we have a little bit more of that greenish shade, more green Let me make some more of that. It's in through his arm here. Maybe get a little bit greener here. Oh, it looks funny outside. It was real nice and bright before. Now it's kind of getting a little gloomy looking. They said they didn't seem to indicate rain today. Through here. So if you remember how I did my pig, this is similar to how I did the pig. And on the bottom part of this dog, there's a lot of pink. Lots and lots of pink here. Okay, let's see here. We can get some of this in here. Some of that up in here. This might be too light, but it gets dark. I'm getting stuck in the... Okay, and then around his nose, we got this... Let's get more pink in there. The undertones are pink. And in through here, there's a lot of pink. It's kind of a darker pink, so I'm gonna a little bit more of that in there. That mixture. Yeah, that's better. And all this here has that undertone of pink. So it's going to be a lot of pink here. And I'm going to add some this, some of this. Just a touch of white. And I get that. So let's see. I know his toenails are about right here. So I needed to come down more here, but I think his toenails. Because this comes in, his toenails I think are right here. Somewhere. They're showing there. Actually, I kind of like that pink right now. That's a good one here. Okay. Go into this. So Diana has a new happy dance right before her videos. It's kind of interesting. I still have to get my happy dance. I'm still trying to recover. I go to the doctor's again on Friday, so hopefully I'll get a seal of approval that I can start doing stuff. Again. Because it's still kind of sore in there. It's just not quite healed up enough. But it is much better than it used to be, that's for sure. Yeah, I have to cut that in a little bit. That's a little too much there. Okay, so we got the lighter green now. So I'm going to mix lighter green. And through some of this. I don't understand. I guess this is just a lighter green in through here. Along with the pink. And I think, you know what? I think those colors work together. So that's important to have that green in there. And this is like the lighter green. I have to get the darker green in there. But it's pretty neat. Probably you can't even see that that's a green. Okay, that has to be darker. This shade here. Goes up and over the collar, which we can't see very well because it needs to be a brighter pink. And as you can see, I am just dabbing things in, getting texture on this little baby. Okay, let's add a little white to this. I'm not going to be able to see much of this green, but I will know it's there. This is more shaded in through here. Okay, we need to get that pink, the dark pink, through here. The lighter pink right under it. And then some of the green, the heavier green, comes up in here more. Oops. Just little flicks that we know what's going on there. So let's get a little bit of that. Oh yeah, we can use this one, I think. That's kind of a nice one. Oh. All right, we're getting there. We're getting to the finish line almost, I guess, for this part. I just have to get more of the face in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this shade in here. This brush is pretty cool for painting. These are Deco Art brushes. I had planned on, I was going to do a black light painting at AR Workshop. And I think a lot of people were on vacation or they just didn't really like the idea of what we were going to paint. And I decided, I said, well, why don't we do something for October? Because that kind of fits in with Halloween, black light, you know. So we decided we're going to do something like that. And I think that will work out real well. It's a little darker in through here. So let me see if I can get that somewhat darker through here. And this kind of comes out and it's a lot lighter. So let me just get the light ones in there. So it kind of helps to make it look the way it should look. For the underpainting. He's cute. Even though he's not even close to done, he's just cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to clean up some of this with my filbert. Get some of that green where it should be. And fix up where I screwed up there. Because this here is a little bit, I'm going to have to move some of that over. Bring some of this in here. Okay, and this. Okay. 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 Let's see here. Okay, let me get some green in that. Sort of grayish. I don't know if that'll work. Let's see. It probably needs to have that. All right, now let me rinse this out. Hi, Black Shadow. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Thank you. Yeah, and this doggie's not even close to done, but I'm getting his bottom parts in anyways. I'm going to go into my darkest green here. And what I'm going to, well, that looks pretty decent actually. I just might use it. It's going to be dark. Let me get a little white in that. And I think this will be the exact color I need. There we go. his little arm is not that huge. This is where you fix your mistakes. Try to get them where they should be, where the stuff should be. And then we'll just kind of like come in here also, because he kind of has that little bit of a little paw right there. Okay, and then my pale green again. Oh my goodness, he looks so cute, even though he's not, if you saw him close up, I'm surprised he looks that good. Because me looking at it right now doesn't look too great, you know. So I'm going to come in here a little bit with the green, just a tad, like that. And then a little bit here. Okay, and let's see here. Let's get this and right around in here. Also needs some work here. Yeah, that's perfect. This needs to be a little less. Take that in a little bit. His arm isn't all that out there. Once I put some hair though on him, on her, it's an actual, I think it's a her. So I'm going to get this right here. Let me get this up a bit. It's more square. Okay. Yeah, this dog's going to be so sweet when it's done. Okay, so we got most of this in. Oh, yeah, I want to get one more part in here. I see. So what part of the country are you from, Black Shadow? Are you in the United States or? Let's get some little hairs in here. Okay, and shade of green. I'm just going to go into this one here. Come down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It does come up like that. And it comes around here. Okay. What's something I was going to do here? Looks like he's got a couple little teeth hanging out there too. I don't know. But we'll check that later. Oh, I think here. I didn't want that to go in so far. So let's see. I can get some paint over here. Just to kind of move that out a little bit. And my paints are drying up fast here. Well, we're doing pretty good with this. Yeah, so he's got some little teeth, and I'm going to just put that in with some white. just to hold it, that I don't go covering it up. And a little gray here. He's so cute. I mean, he's a cute little dog. I love these kind of dogs. They're so sweet. Just little touches here that I'm working on here. Darker over here. I think that's going to be it for this week. And then next week we'll come back. We're going to do the background again, kind of get this all blended in. And then we're going to go and work on his hair a little bit more to make him look fluffy. And his hair has like a pink cast to it, but it is a curly hair. Oh, I know what I wanted to do, and then I forgot to do it. I got to paint his little tag here. That's why I came in here to do this. He's got a little Fido tag. Just kind of make that note there so that I remember that he's got to be tagged, a little tag with him. I don't know what to call this dog, but he's so darn cute. That's all I know. He's a cutie. Okay. Yep, he's looking good. He is looking so cute. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Don't forget to thumbs up. And if you can, join my channel for for $1.99. I have you listed in my information section. For first $1.99 the first time you join, you'll get one of my prints, and just extra information here and there. I can like do some shout outs and things like that. So, and then there's other parts to it too. Like the more you pay, the more you get. So if you decide, that would be great. And we'll come back, finish this, and hopefully I won't drop it next time all over the place like I've been doing. And we'll get it finished. And I think he's looking really cute. I think he's going to be a cute little dog when he's done. So thanks for coming. I really appreciate everyone that stopped by. Oh, hi, Cliff Note Madison. How you doing? Mad One Son, I should say. How you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. Well, let's just talk for a bit. So how have you been? Yeah, it's nice to see you on here. Oh, this thing keeps popping up, and I don't know what this is. Epson always wants me. Oh, there we go. Always wants me to update my printers, and then when I update it, none of the ink will work. So I don't update it anymore, because the last time I lost so much ink, I had bought some to stock up on, then it wouldn't work. Oh, yes, I'm doing well. Thanks. I hope everyone else is too. Yeah, I've been doing so much better with after my surgery. I go back to the doctor's on Friday, and I'm going to wet this palette to keep everything wet, even my brushes. So we'll see what he says. I'm hoping that I'm now able to do more things, that I can lift things, because when you can't lift everything and it's hard, like even my dogs, I have to lift them and they're heavy. I'm not supposed to, so hopefully I haven't hurt anything. Let's hope not. Anyways, let me see if I can just make this come up better on screen here. That's the audio. Ugh. Oh, gee. Where is my audio? Ah. Okay, so we have black screen. Don't leave me. Okay, let's see here a minute. Audio. Oh, this is not good. There we go. Now you can see him. You can see much better what's going on here. If I can just get my audio switch now. I don't know. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Yeah, my audio is much better. There's the picture. And you can see how I've just gotten all these different pieces in, similar to what I have on the this one here. And I think we've got enough in there that'll work. I'm hoping anyways. But he's cute. He's adorable. I like these kind of dogs that are fluffy and got hair and things like that. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, good. I can't hear myself, so that's, you had to putz around and make sure I could be heard. So, yeah, it's nice to see you, Cliff Note. Yeah, it's been a while. Oh, I bet that's my friend. She always does it. She calls on the days that I don't know. I have to call her today. But yeah, if it's my friend. Everybody calls at the wrong times. You know what I mean? That's how it is. My kids usually call. Surprisingly, they didn't call me today for some reason. I think Natalie's getting better at her, feeling better. And then she has classes too. So this semester, she is taking a Latin music class. And she is also taking costume design. And she will be doing designs for Pitt's plays. There's 2 plays, and they work in groups of 7. There's only 2 groups. So I think that'll be interesting. I don't know how that'll work, but I think it'll be good. If they'll get things done. Well, I guess in a semester, first semester, you get one thing done, and second semester, another thing done. So I wish sometimes I would have went to Pitt because they have more exciting classes than where I went. I went to Carlo, and at that time it was just a college, and they became a university. So you have to follow certain guidelines when you're a university. But yeah, my classes were just basically, I did have business classes, but I think I would have liked to have had different kinds of classes too, like different art classes to take or writing classes, because I really love to write. Uh, I've lost a lot of that, but I used to love writing. It was fun. Well, I'm so glad everybody came in today. That was wonderful. And I appreciate the thumbs up. And hopefully soon I'll be able to get that happy dance going, because I have to wait until the doctor says it's okay. I don't want to go and mess anything up by twisting wrong, because I'm bolted together. I'm kind of bolted together, you know. So yeah, and fused together. I don't want to mess myself up. So until next week, thanks for stopping. I love you guys. God bless.